Today, for most of you, it's a new start of a new year. And I could say a lot of you would have the ambition, or you set a goal, or you might have a plan, right? Saying this year, I want to achieve X, Y, Z, right? For example, maybe this year you're gonna gain muscle. For example, this year I don't be broke. Or maybe you want to say this year I want to escape being work 9 to 5 and you want to achieve financial freedom, right? But a lot of you are making one fatal mistake. Just like this one man I know. A few years back, every start of a new year, he write down 3, 4 things that he want to do. He write them down on a piece of paper and stick them up onto a wall. During the start of first day, as usual, motivation is all high. Start of new year, hype. And then he starts doing. And then he didn't see any progress. Let's say that one of his goal was, I want to lose 10 kilos by the end of January, right? And then the end of January came around and he didn't lose any 10 kilos. It was hard for him. And you know what happened? He gave up. His motivation went to absolute zero. Zeroed, flatlined like that. And that goes for the rest of the year, for the February until December. And when December rolls around, he writes that goal again. On that another piece of paper, stick out to the wall. And that cycle repeats and repeats and repeats and repeats until now. And that man was me. I always promised myself that I want to get fit. I want to start working out. That never worked when I was 15, 16, 17. Never worked, bro. Until now. Until last year. Things change. You know why things doesn't change? Why that pattern emerges in the first place? Is because when you tie your goals around a calendar, a time, you're confining your thoughts, your goals in a box. A box that was never meant to be used in the first place. Because your goal should not because of New Year, you should have that goal. You should have that goal no matter how long it takes for you to do. It's your motivation will be like this. Go up, go down, you flatline because you see no result. Then you go up again because it's the next year. Comes back down, you see no result. And when are you gonna repeat this until you die? Till the day on your deathbed in hospital and you tell your your grandchildren talking about how you regretted you never maintain in the first place, you never stay consistent. It's not about staying consistent. It is about the mistake that he did. You know why he didn't achieve that 10 kilos? Like reducing 10 kilos in the first month? You know why? First of all, his ambition was too big. Like what I would say is that one always overestimate what you can achieve in a month, but they underestimate what you can achieve in a year. You set your goals too much and too far, and you bound yourself by time, which is one of the most limited resources you have. Let's say even if time is not a problem here, let's say you have infinite amount of time, right? Let's say you have 30 hours a day, you still would fail. You still would fail because of one thing. You need a system. You need a system that helps you to achieve goals. And let's say you wake up at 5. Right after you wake up, you drink a cup of coffee. And right after you do that, you do a set amount of things that lead to the next good habit, and then the more good habit, and another good habit until you finish your day. The key of doing it is to repetition through systems. Our human mind is so wired in a way that when you limit yourself, when you are in a space, right? Let's say you go to the playground, your mind would always wire that place with a specific activity. Let's say you go to playground, and usually you do is play on the swing. The next time you go there, you probably play on the swing as well, because that's how our brain is wired. That's how our brain would do when you're confined. And this is where a system comes in. Right? A lot of you could have a bad habit done. Maybe you every time you have finished your work, you on your way home, you drive to the pub and you drink, right? For example. And you know what you could change? Because of this system that you set, the moment you disrupt that system, the moment you disrupt that, you finish your work, you drive home, and you stop by, you go grab alcohol. What if you just don't drive home? What if you take public transport instead? This is where it drops the cycle. This is how you break them. This is how you break stuck being in the loop. And once you have that loop, once you created a new system, it's where you stack all your good habit little by little bit, little by bit by bit by bit. And your day will be immaculate. Because why? Because you have just fully maximized your day. This is something that I figure out. And it's proven successful. Because I went from a guy that never do any sports, a lazy ass guy that could sit on his computer and play games for God knows 8 to 10 hours. I can show you my Steam profile, right? Like literally, you see my games like 500 hours a day. Not 500 hours, 500 hours total, like crazy amount of. Just think of being a game addiction overall. And I'll do no sports, I'll just sit there. Oh shit. Imagine like that for years. For years. And you just hop off the trend. Oh, I want to do it. Oh, okay. No progress. And then do it or no progress. Until last year, everything changed. And that's the system I implement. I made myself broke free of being in that cycle. I throw myself every day after school on a Friday evening to go to the gym. I'll throw myself there even if I'm tired. I'll just tell myself, okay, drink a cup of tea and we go there. It went from me going to the gym, from just being in there for half an hour, to the fact that I love it and I don't want to leave. It takes time for you to build, but you need to remember, it takes patience for you to build. And if I were to throw you into a whole new sphere, a new place, you should be able to survive way better than where you once were. And even if you're not thrown in a new place, you could still find a way. Break that loop and form new cycle. And if you completed that, 2025 will be your year.